think is funny now, this is really important, CPW is saying this was not a raid. They are saying this was not a raid on our wildlife center. They are saying that they gave us a written inspection, a written notice of issues in May, and that we just sat and did nothing for 2 months, and that this was a reinspection that we failed. That is what they are going with. That is seriously what they are going with, even though we were never given written paperwork in May. And a week after Philip Gurulu, a week after the raid on July 27th, about 9 days later, when he came back, I asked him why we had never been given a written warning, and he just said, you know, that's a good question. I don't have to, and there is no official written warning. But in the suspension report that we just got on our license, you know, in September, it says that we were given a written warning and that there were 2 written warnings. And so I asked special licensing for these written warnings, and I asked why we'd never been given them, and they didn't answer why we hadn't been given them, but they did give me the warnings. And what I find is interesting is they're all typed up by a computer. None of them are handwritten like they're supposed to be, and they don't have a signature from our DWM, which is required. Really? There will be evidence on CPW's body cam that Philip Gurulu was standing in my living room with 3 other officers and said that there was no written warning and that they didn't have to give us one. And there will be evidence on this. There will be. It's undeniable proof on their body cam that he said this. So, but now there's paperwork. Now there's paperwork. Other than them, in my opinion, just flat out lying and forging paperwork to try to get us criminal charges, CPW's own regulations state that if they give you a written notice, written issues, you're supposed to stop taking in wildlife until those issues are corrected, have a date due by when it's corrected, and if you have a sponsor, they're supposed to be told about all of this. So, but we were still continued, again, to allow, we were still taking patients in up until the day that they raided. Colorado Parks and Wildlife violated their own regulations. They broke due process to do this to us.